and oppressive authoritarian figures and institutions. And so the difference between, I don't say that I hate anything in this world anymore.
Well, and you make the point that you function out of love now. What do you mean by that?
I mean, my love for my brothers and sisters of all walks of life and for the environment dictates my actions intellectually and rationally. If you function out of hate, you really are blinded by your hatred, and you act on that hatred and you strike out. But if you act out of love and concern for humanity, I mean, it's the simplest thing. Today, I look at my beautiful little granddaughter, who's not even 8 months old now, and I look at that beautiful little Indian baby, and I'm just reminded of when she smiles at me, what my job is. My job is to secure a path of peace for this little baby, and I have to do it with love and with a sense of her well-being to come into this world, and I can't do it irrationally. If I'm going to end up getting beaten up and or killed because I acted out of hate and anger.
Now, once you've really hated and have identified that in yourself, how hard is it to keep hate out of yourself?
Well, you know, it's sort of like a beast that rises within you, and if you don't get control of that beast, it will control you. So you're constantly on guard for something that's become a pattern. After many years of this kind of negative reactions to life circumstances or external stimulus. And so you really have to guard against it. And the more you guard against it, and the more you love yourself, and the more you love and respect other human beings, and the environment around you, the earth around you, the more you see the sacredness and the grandiose of creation, and the more you respect that, the less this thing pops up, you know, and then you try to live the best life you possibly can.
So what would you say to a young person whose life experience parallels yours? They're years behind you, but you see in them what you were feeling. What would you tell them about hate?
Well, I basically tell them they got to, and I have counseled many young people that function out of hate because of many of the same reasons that I functioned out of hate for. Mm-hmm. And I counsel them just to say, hey, look at the realities around you. Don't allow yourself to do what I did. Don't allow yourself, man, to be blinded by anger and hurt somebody in the process out here. No matter what you're doing, whatever your lifestyle is, I say to you, man, take a look around you and try to learn to find some positive aspect within your community in order to advance your mind. Learn to read, learn to look, look at things differently. Count 10 backwards before you strike out, because that strikeout could cost you the rest of your life inside of a cage.
John, thank you for sharing your story with us.
Thank you very much, Anna Marie.
That is John Splitting the Sky Boncore. He spoke to us from Chase, British Columbia. He pleaded not guilty to charges of obstructing a police officer as a protest against former U.S. President George W. Bush. He's now awaiting a verdict. You are listening to The Current on CBC Radio 1 and Sirius Satellite Radio 137.